Bernadette from Crush This Debt, and today we have our good friend Nicole. Say hi, Nicole.
Hello, everybody.
And she is from Money Counts, so you can take a guess as to what she does, but we'll have her tell you more about it. And today we're going to talk about something that I could use a lot of information on, which is wealth management and investing. So thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And I will say that the reason I have Nicole here is because she is part of a very unique firm here in Charlotte that all the women in that office are running the show, meaning there's no guys in there.
That's right.
And you know how much I love anything women empowerment related. So
Yeah.
I am so excited to have you here. But the first thing I want to learn is, how do you get into financial advising? Like, did you wake up one day and say, I'm going to be a financial advisor?
That is such a great question. No, I did not wake up one day and say, I'm going to be a financial advisor. Actually, Debbie Peterson started our practice 16 years ago, and my husband and I were looking for someone to help us plan for the next step in life. And so we were recommended to Debbie, and she thinks very much like my husband. They worked really well together. And so we worked with her for several years, and the day that she met me, asked me, I want you to come work for me someday. And I said, wow, I don't know that I want to be a financial advisor. What do you mean? And so through working with her over the years, I worked for Wells Fargo for 15 years and left when I had my first child. And so Debbie helped us to plan for all of that, and I really got to see how she helped people. The light bulbs go off. People feel confident when they leave the office. So I decided after a few years of working with her as a project manager that I really did want to do this. Mm-hmm. So I got my licenses 6 years ago, and that's how I became a financial advisor.
That is so awesome. I love hearing people's stories because I certainly did not wake up one day and being like, I'm going to help people with their debt and stuff. So I think it's great that it came through that personal situation that you had and it kind of grew into your career, which is awesome.
It was great. Yep. It's been a great experience, and I learn everything. She teaches me everything, and we work off of each other. So it's a really great relationship.
That's so awesome. So what do your clients look like, and how do you help them?
Our clients are individuals and families who are typically going through some sort of financial transition. We like helping people see through the tunnel that they might be in, a life transition. So losing a job or having a baby, wanting to buy a new house. So we like to consult with individuals and families and helping them see a path on how to get or achieve their goals and making their money work for them as quickly and as efficiently as they can.
So what I love about what you just said here is working through a particular transition. It's not just a financial transition, it's a life transition, right? Mm-hmm. So whether you're having that baby or getting that house, those are financial decisions that have to be made.
That's right.
And it's really helpful to have somebody like you who's going to be objective and who's going to be able to give some good advice on the finance side that you're going to pair with. Just had another person here, we're talking about the emotional budget versus the financial budget, and you're helping out kind of in both ends.
It definitely, that is one thing that I did not realize as I was getting into this, is that there is very much a counseling component to this, and helping people, educate them through what money can do for them. From just from an expense, keeping track of your expenses. What do you spend? So many people don't even know what they spend, and we call that your spending budget or your spending plan. Let's figure out how you spend your money, and then we can help you either improve that or, help you grow your savings, whatever those look like for you in your particular given situation.
Gotcha. So a lot of people who listen to us are here on their debt-free journey and looking for any tips that can help them either in saving money or avoiding some mistakes. So I wanted to ask you that question first. What are some common mistakes that you see people do with either investing or just money management that you think people can avoid?
Yeah, I would say on the money management side would be the part that you would want to focus on. I think most people make the biggest mistake by not tracking, not understanding how they spend their money. You don't know how you can save it if you don't know how you spend it. Now, we all work really hard and we want to be able to spend our money. So I don't tell you how you can spend your money, but I help you get organized in knowing how you spend it, and then we can put in place a plan. We focus on the next 3 to 5 years. So how do we help you achieve those goals that you want to achieve in your life through some planning? And that first part starts with getting organized.
Yeah, and I think that's so important because especially if you have a particular goal, like you're going to buy that house or you're going to put a baby through college or I don't know, any of those things, that if you don't have that information organized and you don't know where all that money went, it feels overwhelming to start. So well, how do you help people get organized?
Well, we have an online tool that we use. There's a lot of aggregators nowadays, like, the various, you need a budget, or we use a software called eMoney, which helps us talk with our clients. So if they want budgeting help, we can do that by aggregating their transactions and then helping them set up a full budget or spending plan, as we like to call it. But it's really, we have a questionnaire that helps you get organized. We ask you to bring in your financial information. It'll be anything soup to nuts. We're going to look at your whole financial picture. Are you adequately covered in insurance? We're looking at all of those items and trying also to make sure, are there anywhere that we can immediately help you save money, right? Some people have never really checked out auto insurance. They just keep the same auto insurance over and over. Well, as interest rates change, auto insurance rates change too. So we have drive those types of discussions and making sure that we're adequately covered in the areas that we need to be. And are there ways that we can cut money immediately that you didn't even know you could save money on?
So auto insurance was one. Were there any other line items that you saw people spending a lot of money on that you're like, we could get rid of this pretty quickly?
Some of them are lifestyle conversations,
Yeah.
right? On your expense list, like what are you doing? Now,
Sometimes I'm asking, like, literally, what am I doing?
Yes. Well, then we were just talking about a client who had a very large budget on ballroom dancing, but that was her outlet for exercise, for distressing. So that wasn't really a discretionary expense for that person. That was, I need to build this into my spending plan. So it's really getting to know your clients, having those conversations and understand, how do we make your money work for you today so you can do all the things that you want to do.
Yes. And I think that is the major point, and that's where I think a lot of people get misconstrued about financial advising, is that people think that it's for the sake of the money, but it's not for the sake of money itself. It's what money, like you said, can do for you and what your lifestyle what you want it to be. And that's so aligned with what I talk about in Crush This Debt, where it's make money, save money, earn your lifestyle. Like, there's no judgment on the lifestyle that you want to live. If that's what you want to live, that's great.
It's your life, right?
Yeah, it's your life. But you're probably going to have to fund that life in some way or another, unless you have unlimited funds, which nobody does.
Right.
Then you're going to have to make some choices. And so it's good to have somebody to be a sounding board.
Yes, that's what we like. We like to help, have that, drive those conversations. And then you decide, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I can show you all the options available to you. I mean, it's as simple as, I had a young couple who was saving for a home, and they had their money sitting in a savings account. And I said, have you ever considered a money market account? I don't know, what is a money market account? So we talk about that. I showed them how to look up interest rates, and next thing you know, they're opening an account yielding 2.5%, versus this money, had no idea. So it's just nice to share those types of things and help them make their money work for them.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to work with you, how can they find you?
The best way is to go to moneycounts.biz. That's our website. So we have a contact us out there. Or if you just want to email us directly, info@moneycounts.biz is another way to get a hold of us. We try various ways of communication. So we even have texting available now, which is nice in the financial industry. Yes. So we can do that with clients. We primarily use that for more appointment reminders, but it is another way to get into us, right? To talk with us and set up an appointment or a phone call. So that's the best way to reach us. And then reach out to us, and someone from our office will call you.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And last question I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Just for fun. So can you give me an example of somebody who you feel like maybe was really treacherous about this whole journey, and then after you met with them, like they kind of changed their outlook on finances?
Yeah, I've got lots of stories. That's my favorite part is, when someone walks out of the office happy. A lot of times you're going into a financial planning appointment and you think, oh, this is not going to be fun. But when they walk out happy because they now feel organized, they now feel like there's a plan in place or steps that they can take. I had a client who didn't think she'd be able to retire. And we put a plan together, showed her with just the money that she did have with some organization, just showing her what she could do. She walked out and she had her dog with her, and we're a very dog-friendly office. She had her dog with her, and she walks out skipping down the hallway like, oh, you're going to get to eat in retirement too, to her dog. I mean, it was great. And that just makes you smile and feel so good. That's why I do this, is just to make people happy and see that there is a path. Whatever that path is, we'll help guide you through that, and you can make your decisions on what you want to do. So those are my favorite stories, is, just giving an idea of making people happy.
And dogs too.
Yeah.
So this has been awesome. And one of the reasons I wanted to have this was because sometimes people think about financial advising as, boring or scary or whatever it is. And as you can see, Nicole is pretty fun to hang out with. So if you want to learn more, you can check out their website. You can also check out our website at crushthisdebt.com. We'll have some more information, or you can check out the links below. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.